Hey, this is Jeff Nelson with IXL Real Estate. I am a realtor in, my office is Baldwin County. I mainly stay in all of Baldwin County. But we are doing our weekly mortgage rate update and mortgage information. And I'm sitting here with Dan Henry, my buddy here with Advanced Mortgage. And if you haven't noticed, we've been doing this every week for probably 5 or 6 weeks. So you can go to our channel. In YouTube, just search for Lower Alabama Realty Group and you'll be able to see all of our videos, all of my videos there. There's over 180 of them and growing constantly every week. So please subscribe and you'll get all kinds of information about real estate and the mortgage business. But we are doing this on a weekly basis to keep everybody up to date on what's happening in our industry in mortgages and real estate. So what I wanted to do this week is ask Dan a couple questions, particularly about points. So Dan, introduce yourself, but the question is, what exactly are points?
It's a good question, Jeff. Once again, I'm Dan Henry. I'm with Advanced Mortgage and Investment Company. And the topic of points, whether you're buying a house or refinancing, there's always going to be an option to buy the interest rate down. And for instance, if the interest rate, let's just say, is 7%, and they want to look at getting a 6% rate, it would cost today about 3 points, and a point is 1% of the loan amount. So on a $300,000 loan, 1 point would cost $3,000. If you wanted to buy it down from 7% to 6% on a $300,000 loan, it would cost about $9,000. So that's a lot of money. Typically, you're going to want to look at how much you're saving per month and how much time it will take to pay those discount points back. So if you're going to save $200 a month, you got to figure out $200 a month that you're saving by buying it down. How long it's going to take you to buy that loan, buy that back. So or to pay for itself. Typically, right now the rates are at a 2-decade high. We know they're going to come back down within the next year to year and a half. We don't know exactly when, but they're definitely going to come back down. So at this point in time, we're kind of discouraging people from buying a lot of points, buying the rate down, because we think that it's going to be a waste of money in the short term. If somebody's in it for the long haul, I'm going to keep this loan for a good period of time, it might make sense. But right now, anybody that does a loan, typically they're going to be refinancing it guaranteed within the next 12 to 24 months max. So I hope that helps. That's what points are. Back to you, Jeff.
So, and you may have already answered this, but so it's, and everybody's situations are going to be different. So is it a good idea for people to buy points, or it's just, you just got to look at their situation, right?
That's a good point. No pun intended. That's a good point. Every situation is different, and I talk to everybody that I talk to about these options. It's always going to be an option. It just depends on what you're looking for. But if they say, what is it going to take to get the interest rate down to 4%? I'll tell them, and I'll say, this is how long it will take you to pay that back based on what you're going to save per month by buying that rate down. Sometimes they want to do it, sometimes they don't. So there's always a happy medium. Right now we're finding a lot of people that are buying the rate down just a little bit. That's what we recommend, not doing a lot because we think the rates are going to drop and we don't think it's going to be cost effective in the short term. But to answer your question, every situation is different.
Okay. It's getting chilly out here.
It is getting chilly. It feels good.
I have to start bringing a jacket.
Yes,
All right,
indeed.
All right, folks. These are the rates for this week, for today. Dan provided with for me and you. 30-year fixed is 7.69. 15-year fixed is 7.01. A 30-year jumbo is 7.74. 30-year FHA is 7.12, and a 30-year VA loan is 7.14. So, when do you think, I know nobody has a crystal ball, but when do you think that we should start seeing them come down?
Again, nobody has a crystal ball, but we look at a lot of factors, and we think within the next 12 to 18 months. I think, historically, when the presidential elections start happening, they're going to come down. But I think without that, in the big picture, just the reason they went up so much, so drastically, 12 to 18 months, possibly 24 months max, I think we're going to see some real relief, maybe the 3.5 to 4% range again.
Awesome. All right, guys, he's an expert, over 21 years experience in the mortgage business. Give Dan Henry a call. His information will be below in the description. You're looking to buy a house or a condo, give me a call. And we're here for you all the time. We are heavily committed in what we do.
Absolutely.
And we're here for you. So we will talk to you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.